I should think one of our greatest problems in life must be surely knowing that our minds deteriorate, decline as one grows older, or deteriorate even when one is quite young, being a specialist along a certain line and being unaware totally of the whole complex area of life. It must be a great problem to find out whether it is at all possible to stop this deterioration, so that the mind is always fresh, young, clear, decisive. And is it at all possible to end this decline? This evening, further, I would like to go into that. Because meditation is freeing the mind from the known. We are concerned with the whole total process of living. And this total process of living, as one observes, is always creating an image about ourselves, about others. Image through experience, image through conflict. And are we aware that there is an image in each one of us about ourselves, and that image begins to be more and more strong and more crystallized, and then there is the end of it all. So, as long as the brain, as long as the whole mind, in which is the mind, brain and the body, the whole mind functions within the field of the image, which is the known, of which one may be conscious or not, in that field is the factor of deterioration. Right? All the Asiatic people are conditioned by this world. So-called religious, serious people are conditioned by this world. Because through meditation they hope to find something which is not, which is something beyond mere daily existence. And to find it, they have various systems, very, very subtle or very crude, like the Zen. And also in that, so-called meditative systems is concentration, fixing the mind on one idea or one thought or one symbol and so on. And also there are various forms of stimulation, forcing oneself, stimulating oneself, and that is to expand consciousness more and more through will, through effort, through concentration, through determination to force. And this goes on in various forms throughout the world. the repetition of words, like in the Catholic, or in those prayers, which all make the mind a little calm, quiet, obviously, which is a trick. If you keep on repeating, you get so dull. Obviously, you go to sleep and you think that's very quiet mind. But that's not meditation. So one can brush all that aside. Even though one is committed to it, we can throw all that out of the window. And as you are listening, I hope you'll throw it out. Because we are going to something much deeper than these inventions. One can put all that aside. Because the more one practices a discipline, the more the mind becomes dull, mechanized. And that mechanizing routine process makes the mind somewhat quiet, but it is not the quietness of tremendous energy understanding. Then we can proceed to inquire whether it's at all possible to free the mind from the known. Not only the known of 1,000 years, but also of yesterday. It's active. The image, which is the known, is functioning all the time. And whether that image and the maker of the image, which is the observer, whether it's possible to empty the mind of that. And emptying of that, of the known, is meditation. I can only understand you when I have no image about you. But if a friend, a relation, and so on, husband, wife, and all the rest of it, have an image. And the image I have, and you have about me, and I have about you, those images have relationship. And all our relationship is based on that. One sees very clearly that only when the image doesn't interfere, image as knowledge, thought, emotion, all the rest of it, interfere that I can look, I can hear, I can understand. It has happened to all of us. And suddenly you discuss, argue, point out, and so on. Suddenly your mind becomes quiet, and you see that, you say, by Jove, I've understood. That understanding is an action, not an idea. Right? So, there is understanding action, only action in a different sense than the action that we know, which is the action of the image of the known. We are talking of an understanding which is an action when the mind is completely quiet, in which understanding as action takes place, right? So, there is understanding and action only when the mind is completely quiet. And that quiet, still mind is not induced by any discipline, by any effort.